how we met.
We met at work.
In ICU.
Yeah.
I was there already. I just switched from night shift to days. Summer was coming in.
I was house soup actually at that point in time, and then the following month I would be switching to ICU from house soup, but it was actually a code.
Yep, there was a code in one of the patient's rooms.
And that was actually the first code like that I've ever been in. So I was a newer house soup. So
I thought that I was very rude that day to her because I was focused and short and asking her all kinds of questions when she's technically the boss. But she was very sweet.
I thought he was super sweet, helpful, and didn't think anything like that.
I had heard about her before, and immediately I thought, okay, I see what they're talking about.
After the first meeting, so I was switching over to ICU, and he actually ended up being my orientor.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
So we just kind of got closer that way. Within a few weeks, he asked me if I wanted to go out outside of work. So for our first date, my oldest daughter was moving, and she needed help moving, and so I asked if he would help, and he did. So we spent hours moving her, and then we met up, had Betos, right? It was Betos.
Yep. Yep. We had thought initially that we would do snowboarding as a first date, and then Summer said, did she have to wait that long? And I said no. So the first date was more of just, she asked for some help moving her daughter, and then we hung out afterwards.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of chemistry a long time before the first kiss. And I think Summer knew that I was gonna wait for her to give me the full green light.
That is true.
So it was, I bring the food over to her, the Betos, and I put the food down, I start to open it, and she just reaches over, grabs my face, and kisses me. And it was fantastic.
You're so cute.
The Betos kiss. I think we mutually chased each other.
I would agree. I think it was like a love at first sight kind of thing, and then we just both, kind of went from there.
I think for both of us, that was kind of outside of our norm to get, I don't know, close, like that kind of close friendship,
Yeah.
At work. And we were very, very compatible, so we read each other really, really well, and so we kind of worked on each other's cues a lot. There was never any, lots of texts or lots of calls that the other was just, finally giving into or anything like that. We were both very much on board immediately.
I don't know of an exact moment that I knew I loved him. I feel like it was just kind of the whole time, like even from just meeting him. So as house supervisor, I did a lot of staffing, and I had seen his name several times, and I have no idea why, or I didn't then, but his name just always stood out to me in a different way than others did, and he was on night shift at that point in time. So I didn't know him at all. I had never met him, never seen him in person. But yeah, it just stood out. And that first time meeting him during the code, I just felt something different automatically. And so for me, I just think that it was like a love at first sight.
One of the conversations that we had though was about her kids, and the kids that are her own, and the kids that she's adopted from foster care, and the love and energy that she has as a mother. I knew I loved her.
So the proposal story. I did know he was going to eventually propose.
I had been bringing the ring everywhere with me just in case the right opportunity kind of presented itself. I was very, very anxious to be engaged and to ask the questions.
We go to his family's every Sunday for dinner. That Sunday, his mom had thought he had already proposed, and so she had asked to see the ring, which was really funny. And so, and he had said he did not have the ring with him and that he had not given it to me yet. And she was so apologetic and felt so bad, but it was really not a big deal at all.
On the way there, I texted a group, like the group text with my siblings, trying to see if I could come up with a plan that they could do something organically that would get us out into one of the pumpkin patches. So the pumpkin patch was where I thought would be a good fit. Summer loves the fall.
So this was October, it was during the fall. Fall is my favorite season. And so we went to like a smaller, cute pumpkin patch afterwards. His family knew that he was proposing, and obviously I did not.
We drove out all together, and all my family, my siblings were there, kind of half cameras out, half not, and following us around. Summer had no idea because prior to that, we had, told her that I had left the ring at home.
There was, his brother had his phone out, his sister and his mom, and I thought we were just taking pictures, but that's when he proposed. So we got pictures of it and a video, and yeah, it was super sweet and romantic.
I just got down on one knee and told her that she makes me happy and that I wanted her to marry me, and she said yes. Then it was perfect.
I am choosing to marry Daniel because I think he gets me better than anyone has ever gotten me, ever understood me.
Summer is the only person that has ever made me feel as happy and as complete as I do when I'm with her. Spending time with him is always so fun. I have never laughed so much in my life, and every day is enjoyable. She's more impressive than anybody I've ever met. She's so determined, so strong, so brave. She doesn't need anything more than just the achievements that she has, her kids, being a good person to be happy. We're very, very compatible, and yeah, he is literally just like my better half, which is so cliche, but it really is true. She's the best person that I've ever met. She's so selfless, and for whatever reason, she loves me, and she really, really wants to help me be the best that I can. And loving Summer is the easiest thing that I've ever done. I can't help but just want to be around her all the time, want to make sure that she's comfortable and content and taken care of and protected. And I haven't experienced that or felt that desire like that for somebody ever. So she's the she's the one.
I am so excited to marry you, Daniel. I love you. I have never loved anybody like I love you.
Summer, I love you so very much. In 3 weeks, I get to marry you, and that will be 1 year from our first date. I cannot tell you how happy you make me, how complete I feel with you, how excited I am for the rest of our life together. I'm so happy for the house and more kids and watching ourselves grow old together. I cannot imagine my life without you.
I felt like this day was going to take forever to come, and the closer it gets, the more excited that I get about it, because it's the moment that we get to commit ourselves to each other. Even though we already feel that way, it's just something so much more special. And I feel very, very lucky to get to spend my life with you.
You are the whole package. In every way, you are perfect. You're perfect for me. And I know that I will love you forever.